Hi, this is Bethany Marshall from Morgan James Publishing, and today I'm speaking with our author, Jill Ratliff. Hi, Jill. How are you today?
Hey Bethany, I'm great. How are you?
I'm great. I'm so excited to talk with you about your new book, Leadership Through Trust and Collaboration. Wow, what an amazing title and an amazing topic, too.
Thanks.
So congratulations on the launch of Leadership Through Trust and Collaboration. So I'd love to just ask you some questions about your message. So first of all, I'd love to just kind of ask what inspired you to write this book now?
That's a great question. And the truth is, I never thought I would write a book. So it's particularly a great question. And the answer really is it's a life event, a life altering event, like so often is the case for people. That really was the inspiration for my book. And for me, that was my brother, who I did lose to a pretty horrific cancer battle. That being said, I know many people have had that experience in life and can relate to that. What's sort of, I guess, unique about that for me is how that experience that he had, his courage, his thoughtfulness, his ridiculous ability to communicate what he was learning through that experience had not only so much to do with how I think about life and how I live, but it had everything to do with thinking about leadership, which is what I do, with my life and for a living. And so did my brother. So it caused us to have some very unique and different conversations, which made me want to start a new narrative about leadership. And actually, beyond just making me want to, he actually made me promise to share this message and to start a conversation that he said, has to happen so that people don't wait to really rethink why they're leading and why leadership is so important in your life until you are facing the end of your life. One of the incredible things he said to me is, Jill, trust me on this, dying people don't lie. And I think that gives you a little insight into my brother. He was a powerful, ridiculously incredible person who was given months to live and ended up living almost 5 years after that. So there's quite a soul inside that human. And I think a lot of his messages about life and leadership that overlap are what this book really is all about.
Mm. Wow, that is so powerful, and what a tremendous thing to have included both of your insight and inspiration and experience, but also his, and that's
Right.
just incredibly powerful. So, could you talk about what makes your message unique when it comes to the topic of leadership compared to other books on this topic?
Sure. And you have to, you're in the publishing industry, so you have to start by, the sort of devil on my right shoulder that would say there are 50,000 books written on leadership, just what, in the last 15 years alone, much less over time. And that little voice would be, and the world needs one more book on leadership written by you. Why? Right. So that was kind of the question. And so, I really did have to think about why would I write this book, and what is this message that's different? And I think to frame that, I would say I've spent my whole career in people, culture, and leadership. I was the executive vice president of human resources, people, and culture for four different Fortune 250 organizations. So it's a lot of time thinking about how do you develop leaders and how do you develop cultures and how do you align human resource strategies to business strategies. So I think what I've come away with that makes my message so unique is, one, I've tried all of and many of the methods that are common out there to help develop leaders. And what I've learned is they seldom actually worked to change a leader from the inside out, to cause them to really rethink how they lead and why they lead. And so my message is really grounded in Keith's wisdom, which is simple is better, less is more, which is generally not the approach we use in leadership development. Um, and two, kindness, prevails over all else in leadership. And so when I say that, what I mean is, if you say to a leader, and I've done this many times, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. When you say that, everybody nods yes. But when you actually look at how we lead in adversity and challenge, or when somebody is struggling, or when performance falls below the line, that thought goes out the window, right? We simply forget to connect with a person first, in a way that lets them know we actually care before we talk about what we know and what they need to know. So so I think that fundamentally, I think that my approach is to get back to simplicity in how we lead, to lean away a little bit from the academic knowledge about what makes great leaders, and to lean into the wisdom of great leaders, which has an awful lot to do with how you meet other human beings right where they are and right where you are, from a really authentic place, before you try to affect all kinds of changes in an organization or in a team.
Mm. Wow. Wow. So good. So, if you had one message that you would want people to take away from our conversation today, what would that be?
Well, this is probably going to seem ironic given everything that's happening to us in our world, but it makes it all the more impactful to me, and that is to lighten up. Like, it was supposed to be fun. Like, we get into life and leadership to enjoy it. It's for the journey. And Keith used to say, you think you have problems, but the reality is we have no problems. If you have your health and you have, the capacity to get up every day and be out in the world, you're just here to solve problems. And it's supposed to be fun. And when we are at work and we're trying to create something great together within our organization, or our community, or our world, or our business, it's supposed to be a collaborative effort that is fun and creates a great amount of success for everybody involved, utilizes everybody's talents. And somehow we've turned the job of leadership into a lot of stress and a lot of shoulds. We should do this, they should do this, this is how it's supposed to be. It's become overwhelming and over demanding. And so I think if I had one message for people, it would be: take a step back, breathe, stop taking yourself and everybody else so seriously, and kind of get back to the basics of, we came here to solve problems. We have for millennia. Human beings are the most innovative species on the earth. We always solve our problems. So why don't we keep doing that and learn again just how to do it with a little more levity, a little more kindness, a little more compassion, a lot more creativity, and enjoy the ride.
Mm. Wow. Amazing. I feel like I picked up so much just from this brief conversation today, and I know there's so much more within the book for people to learn and discover about your message. But if people want to learn more about you and find out more information about the book, what's the best way for them to find you or connect with you online?
Sure. Really easy. My website is jillratliffleadership.com, www.jillratliffleadership.com. Very easy to connect with me there. And similarly on LinkedIn, Jill Ratliff, really simple as well. And I really am easy to find, easy to reach, and very interested to talk with anybody, honestly, about how they can fall back in love with life and their job, regardless of the challenging circumstances that we're all facing today.
Amazing. Well, Jill, thank you so much for spending some time today to talk with me about your new book. We're so proud of it, proud of your message, and just excited to see the book to begin getting in the hands of readers. So thanks again, and congratulations.
Thanks so much. It was great to talk to you, Bethany.
Likewise.